This is going to be my first impressions of Akatsuki no Yona. The same company that brought us Tokyo Ghoul last season is bringing us this anime series. Now, the main concept of this series is about this princess that's been pretty much betrayed. She's been betrayed by someone she's loved since a long time in childhood and has killed her father, and now she's probably going to be forced to run from her kingdom with her trusted generals. That's the main concept of this story. So, it's pretty much a revenge type story. That's exactly what I'm seeing going on here. It's love and revenge type story and trying to probably take back your kingdom. That's what I see going on right now. Now, the series, for the most part, it begins off with Yona's birthday about to come up in under a week. She's about to turn 16, and as you all know, with girls coming of age in the medieval setting, they have to find someone they want to, betrothed to. She wants to marry her close childhood friend, Suwon, hopefully I said his name right, but she wants to marry him. And as the episode progresses, you find out technically she can't really marry him. Her father will not allow Yona to marry him, and so she gets upset about this. But you see the romance grow between these two characters in the course of this entire episode, and which in turn turns out into the freaking massive cliffhanger finale in this episode, to where Suwon kills Yona's father in this episode in front of her, and then tries to kill her. The way they were looking, it looked like they wanted to marry, or they wanted to have some form of romance going on between them, but he decides he wants to try to kill her too. So there's definitely a lot of stuff going on here. From this, it seems like Yona has learned that Suwon no longer loves her, or he doesn't care for her, something like that. So most likely, the overall romance with those two have been crushed to the very foundation. Now, there's another main male character in this episode called Haku, or something like that. I'm just going to call him Hawk. Pretty much, the main character gets introduced. He seems to have some form of rudeness towards the princess, but these type of characters usually will change over the course of the series and might eventually fall in love with the main female character. So I can see that happening. I see the entire romance feels from Yona, from Suwon, going to Hawk instead, and she's going to fall in love with him through this series, and eventually they're going to take back the kingdom, and he will probably be the main king of the entire kingdom. Now, the animation of the series, I do have to say, was amazing. I like the animation. Of course, it's not the best, but it looks fluid. It looks nice. I like the art style. The art style looks really good. Has some form of moe-ish type looks to the characters, but not so bad. But there is some awesome up-close freaking shots of characters. It reminds me a lot of the animation, the studio that made Tokyo Ghoul used in Tokyo Ghoul. The animation reminds me a lot of that. Now, the music, for the most part, can be quite forgettable. I think the music in the middle of this entire episode wasn't the best. It wasn't the best music that really complemented the scenes, but that's not much to complain about. The opening song and ending song, however, I did enjoy, and it's my type of music. I especially love the opening song. That is my type of music. I love an opening song, and so I'm glad that type of song played. So, overall, the first impressions of the series is rather good. I mean, of course, nothing original whatsoever. I mean, you have your revenge, you have, plot to overthrow the kingdom and stuff like that, but that's nothing that degrades this series. Has a very interesting start so far. I'm looking forward to seeing where the characters go, and I'm curious exactly what Yona is going to be doing, because at the beginning of this episode, you see her with her generals, and she is traveling with a bow and arrow. So there was some obvious foreshadowing in this episode. So we'll just have to see where the series takes place from here on. Now, I have heard that this, follows a light novel or manga. I know that's exactly what this anime is being adapted from, but I'm curious if this is being adapted properly. Is it being rushed? Because this is by the same studio that brought us Tokyo Ghoul, so I'm kind of scared. Are they adapting this properly? Is this first episode adapted properly? Is it flawless? Let me know in the comments below for anyone that's actually read the original source. I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or not, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.